I am Mark Stewart, lamenting what our legislators in Connecticut did last week. The Connecticut State Senate, or the Democrats therein, followed the Democrats in the House by ramming through a horrible gun rights bill. Governor Lamont signed it today. It leaves good people defenseless at times, and it turns good people into criminals almost accidentally. Let me give you two instances of that. This is what HB6667 now has created into law. A person carrying a firearm, permitted firearm, legally, well-trained, who walks into a Denny's that might now have a liquor license, okay? A lot of restaurants, they're not bars, but they have licenses to sell alcohol. You go there for breakfast with a firearm. You could be spending the next year in jail, thanks to what the legislature just passed. Let's say you are a permitted firearm holder. You leave your firearm at home, and your wife uses it successfully, brandishes the gun, and makes a would-be robber, raper, murderer go away. Makes him go away by brandishing her weapon, which you left but didn't entrust to her. She smartly used it. Fine. She protected her daughter. She protected herself. The thug is on the run. You might be spending the next year in jail because of not following the letter of this law that just got passed. Folks, good people getting criminalized should not be our intention. Bad people don't read the laws in the first place, okay? Criminals do not care about statutes. They're about to do mayhem. Statutes aren't stopping them. The best way to stop bad people is when good, trained people have firearms to keep them away. Because the police can't be everywhere. And you wouldn't want them to be anyway. The bill is titled an Act to Stop Gun Violence. But what's behind violence is a mentality, not the weapon. The weapon, just left alone, does not go off and hurt people. It's people with mayhem on their minds that then have a weapon. But they'll always have a weapon. First off, you're not going to eliminate guns. And only the bad people will have them if you go forward with this non-use regime. Even if you could drastically eliminate guns, you still aren't going to eliminate knives. You're not going to eliminate wire, which could strangle someone to death. You're not going to eliminate plastic tape that could suffocate somebody. In the hands of a big, strong thug, anyone can be a victim. But a firearm is a very good defense against it. It's the best defense we have. Yes, it happens to be an offensively good weapon too. But I and almost every family in this country wants the defense to be able to overwhelm and wants the defense to be able to deter in the first place. A firearm is the best way to do this. There have been, in Connecticut, many incidents where a gun would save lives, even though another gun wasn't even involved. In 2007, 3 women were killed in Cheshire. Famous Cheshire murders. The marauders didn't have guns. And what a shame that not a single person in the Pettit household had access, not a single one, or that mom and those 2 girls would be alive today. We need firearms, good trained people to protect ourselves and our neighbors. And in this frenzy of, oh, there's a shooting out there, it must be the fault of a gun, a lifeless gun, is not the way to legislate.